Welcome to Nicknet Videocast. I'm Nitish Kumar and today I'm gonna share you 7 tips by which you can find your perfect domain for your website, for your brand, or maybe for your YouTube channel. So when it comes to finding the perfect domain name, the main problem that we all face that the name you want is already registered. Now what you gonna do? You were planning everything on the basis of your name. You have already made the logo and each and everything, and when you go out there and check for the name availability, then
Oh my god.
and it is not available and some random guy is using for dumb stuff. So in that case, what you gonna do? So I'm gonna share the 7 step by which you can find your perfect domain. And hold on everybody, because we all need this. So first step is describe your company or brand. So find 5 words minimum. At max you can find 10 or whatever you want, but at least find 5 words that describes your company. Then shuffle around this word and try to find the combination that fits and which is available for .com domain. So let's assume that you are a photographer and you want to put up a website where you can show your creative work. What will be the 5 words that will represent your website? So first word is the photography, second is the camera, obvious, maybe some photography effect like Lomo, then Polaroid maybe, then photography style like panorama. Then shuffle around these words and play with it. Make some prefix and postfix, something like that, which can represent your work and which is available. So I tried and shuffle around this word and I come across a very good name which is called lomopic.com, and it is available at the time of recording this video. Maybe not be available. It might be possible that you will buy this domain because it is so intuitive and it is very good. Let's say that you have this website, this Lomopic website that you have. The main problem comes that when you want to expand your company or your brand, you might want to consider putting some videos also in that. Then how you gonna represent that? Lomopic.com, which is actually a photography website, it also has some video work. So it brings down me to step number 2. A domain name should not always represent your company if you're planning to expand your work. So the main thing here that you have to consider that your domain name should be easy to spell, and it may or may not have the meaning, but it should be easy to spell and easy to remember. One thing I remember, one of my relatives has a e-commerce website called t-shirtvilla.com. What they were doing is they were selling everything related to dressing, the t-shirt, the shoes, the belt, wallet, everything. But the main problem comes when you tell something a website name such as t-shirtvilla.com, they will be self-explanatory that they sell t-shirt only. So anyone looking for a shoe or a wallet or a belt will not go to that website despite they are selling that. So a website name which is a self-descriptive is very good way when you have a very limited service to provide. But if you're planning to expand your website or provide some new functionality, then you might want to consider a domain name which has nothing to do with your product name. For example, now it may sound very crazy that a domain name which has nothing related to your product or the services. I'm gonna give you one example. Let's take Google. The meaning of this word is actually entirely different from the product and the services that Google provides. For example, meaning of Google is a numerical value which is represented by 1 followed by 100 zeros. So it has nothing to do with the services and product that they are providing, but still they have it, and this is very popular. So the bottom line is that if you are planning to make a next big thing in a market, Then go with the words which is easy to spell. It may or may not have the meaning, but it should be easy to spell and easy to remember in order to get your customers basically. And one more thing apart from that, if you choose something like this, you have to publicize this, make publicity very much in order to recognize this thing. For example, monster.com. If you tell any random guy monster.com, it will think like some horror website, some kind of movie they were serving, some kind of horror thing, but it is actually a portal for job. So you have to publicize whenever you take such kind of different type of username which may not represent the product or the services that you are providing, but it is good and it is easy to remember. But now you will ask me how you will find a name or a sound or a word which is easy to spell and easy to remember. It may or may not have the meaning. So I'm gonna give you a tip, which is my step number 3. So you want to choose a name which represents your company, or one more name. It may or may not have nothing to do with the company, but you should combine these words. For example, let's take an example of friend. You are creating some kind of social networking website and you want name for that. So you have friend, then you should choose a word something like book, but the friend book is already registered. So go with something like mile, friendsmile.com. It is available. If you want, you can check out. Friend gag is also available. And so this word friend is common that you want. Gag is may or may not be, but you can define these words in your website, and this combination of two words is easy to remember and easy to type. It will never get misspelled by anyone who were told this about this website. So combine two entirely different words to create your domain name. And one more thing I would like to point out over here, that using a word which has some kind of X, Y, Z, E, these letters makes everyone confused. So if your domain name has these words, then there might be possibility that a user may not spell this correctly. So you might want to avoid this. So number 4, make it short and simple. Your domain name should not be longer than 10 letters, and if it is longer than 10 letters or maybe 12 letters, then it will be very easy to misspell by anyone. So you might want to avoid and make it very small, like only 10 letters, that's it. Step number 5, make your domain name unique. So you don't want a domain name which is hyphened or plural of a domain name which is already well established. For example, Facebook, you cannot have face-book.com. This will not work at all at any cost, and it may be possibility that that major company may take action, legal action against you. So you might want to avoid this. Any hyphen, any plural of a well established domain name, never ever use that. Make sure whatever domain you choose, you go on Google and check that if it is not conflicting with any kind of well established company, then only you should use that domain name. So number 6, never ever use any hyphen or any numeric value in your domain name. It may be get very confusing if you have a domain name which is called 7 step for success. Then there may be possibility that it may be conflicting with the numeric 7 or word 7. So user may get confused and they may type different URL which you don't want actually. 7th and the last step is that you should always buy a .com domain, because any average person, if you tell any kind of domain name, they will automatically assume that it is a .com domain. So go for only .com domain, and if you doesn't have any kind of restriction or bondation that you have to use that particular extension, then you should avoid using other extension than .com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this video helps you. If yes, give it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Okay, and I will post more videos like this, and if you have any suggestion or any comments or any trick that you have to find the perfect domain name, then put it in comment box, and so that other people may also get benefit from that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.